In a sign, perhaps, of its displeasure at the speech the United States President gave on climate change in Brisbane on the weekend, the federal government has sent a briefing to the White House spelling out its efforts to protect the Great Barrier Reef. In Barack Obama's address to the University of Queensland, he described climate change as a threat to the reef. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Julie Bishop, says Mr Obama was unaware of what Australia is doing. The opposition has described the action as petulant.
I had briefed the US Secretary of the Interior just days before President Obama's speech, specifically on the work that the Australian government and the Queensland government was doing to preserve and conserve the Great Barrier Reef, because we know better than anyone what an environmental icon it is for Australia, and we treasure it. We were pleased that the President took the opportunity to talk about what the United States is doing on climate change, because it's very similar to what Australia is committed to do. The United States doesn't have a carbon tax. Australia now doesn't have a carbon tax because we've repealed it. And it was only this issue of the Great Barrier Reef that I felt the President needed to have the briefing that I had provided to his Secretary of the Interior just days before.
Julie Bishop's not standing up for Australia. She's berating the President of the United States, a very good friend to Australia, because she's responding to his quite reasonable comment that we should protect our beautiful barrier reef. I mean, what an absurd situation where the Foreign Minister of our nation is insulting one of our closest friends. This is an extraordinarily petulant performance that just shows how stung the Abbott government is by the fact that they tried to keep climate change off the G20 agenda and they failed in that endeavour.